Are you ready to conquer Colorado's highest peak? Join us as we take on the challenge of hiking Mount Elbert, standing tall at 14,440 feet. From lush forest to breathtaking alpine views, this adventure has it all. Whether you're a seasoned hiker or just looking for your next outdoor adventure, this journey to the top of Colorado will leave you in awe. Let's hit the trail and reach Colorado's highest summit together. We are at the trailhead of Mount Elbert. We're getting ready to hike the highest summit in Colorado. Let's go!
Woohoo! Hiking to the summit of Mount Elbert, located in the Sawatch Range, is the highest peak in Colorado and the second highest 14er in the contiguous United States. There are 3 different trail options. We took the Northeast Ridge, which is the most popular route. It starts at Mount Elbert Trailhead, which is accessible via Half Moon Road. It is 9 miles round trip with an elevation gain of 4,700 feet. Hiking Mount Elbert is a rewarding experience for those prepared for its challenges, offering incredible views and a sense of accomplishment at summiting Colorado's highest peak.
We are now 1.2 miles into our hike, and you're going to see a sign, Mount Elbert straight, and the Colorado Trail to the left. So a lot of this is on the Colorado Trail. We were just on the Colorado Trail, and now we're headed up Mount Elbert. Let's go! We are right at 3 miles, and at 3 miles you're going to come to the tree line. So from this point moving forward, you're totally exposed to the elements. And in the backdrop right there is Mount Massive. And to learn about hiking to the summit of Mount Massive, which is the second highest 14er in Colorado, check out the show notes below. There's going to be a link to Mount Massive, hiking Mount Massive.
I know, I'm up here. As we're up here, there's a lot of people working the trail, and here's one of them right here. She's going to tell you what they're all about.
We're with Rocky Mountain Youth Corps, and we do conservation work all over the state of Colorado, as well as some in Wyoming. I don't know, you might see us on trails de-rocking or building staircases or bridges or cutting down trees or getting rid of invasive species. We do all kinds of stuff.
That's awesome. Thank you for your work.
About 10 years ago when we were training for Leadman for the Leadville 100, we actually did this and we summited Mount Elbert for one of our training runs. And it's been a while, but I forgot how steep this hike is. It is steep. So we got our last final push, but up there, that's a false summit. We're gonna go around the right side. And then once we get to that summit, we're gonna be able to see the summit of Mount Elbert. So let's keep on going. We made it to the summit.
Woohoo!
And the views up here are amazing. We got Mount Massive in the backdrop right there. You can see Turquoise Lake in the distance, Leadville in the way distance. You got Twin Lakes right there. You got Hope Pass right over there. And again, the views from up here are amazing. Highest peak in Colorado, baby. You can see in the distance there's some birds with some babies. I have no idea what kind of birds they are. If you know what they are, let us know. They don't really fly. They might be grouse, but if you know what kind of birds these are, comment below, let us know. Look at them. There's a bunch of babies. So now that we're coming down the mountain, we've got about 1.5 miles to go. We're gonna give some things to consider based on our experience. So we've done this before, so we kind of knew what we were getting into. So based on our experience, the one thing that you wanna do is make sure that you check the weather. Leadville weather can turn on a dime, and the last thing you wanna do is get stuck on that summit in the middle of a monsoon, lightning, and thunderstorm, because there is no protection. So check the weather. The other thing you wanna do is make sure you bring layers, because again, up top, the weather can change, and we've done this before. Today actually turned out to be one of the nicest days we've done it, and we've gone to the top before where it's really windy and it gets cold. So bring layers, both upper and lower, especially if you want to enjoy the summit and the views. Bring some layers. The next thing to consider is trekking poles. It's pretty steep, so going up and going down, if you have trekking poles, it'll help you. The next thing to consider is where to stay. So our second home, and where we always stay when we come to Leadville, is the Sugar Loafin' RV and campsite. It's awesome. It's got bathrooms, full hookups, showers, laundry facility. The other thing you can do if you want to camp or boondock it, when the pavement turns to dirt on Half Moon, there's a ton of awesome camping areas right on the river, so you could camp. The other thing you could do is stay in Leadville. There's quite a few hotel options. And lastly, this is kind of something that we regret on this trip, because we're here during the full moon, and as we were driving up, we were watching the moon set, and in hindsight, if we were to do it again, we would have got maybe like a 2 or 3 o'clock a.m. start and gone up in the full moon and then watched the sun come up at the summit. So we're kind of regretting it. So if you're here during a full moon, that might be something that you'd want to consider. So based on our experience, that's it. What about you, Meme?
Did you talk about, you talked about the falls. Yeah, that's it. Have fun. It's a great hike and it's beautiful all the way around. Challenging, but beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's steeper than I remember it, and make sure you bring a camera because the views at the summit, they don't get any better. Well, we made a little mistake. So coming down after you pass the bridge and the Elbert Creek, you want to stay right. We stayed left on the Colorado Trail and ended up on Half Moon Road at the Mount Massive trailhead. So now we're walking back on the road to the trailhead where we park. So it's probably only going to cost us maybe about a quarter mile, maybe a little bit more. So just pay attention on your way down, stay right. We went left, but not a big deal. We're just walking back to our car. We are done.
Woohoo!
10.5 miles, moving time about 5 hours. We hiked about a half mile extra because we made a little bit of wrong turn at the end. Not a big deal, but it's an epic 14er, definitely one to put on your list. And you want to check out the show notes below. We're going to link everything up, the map, gear that we used, any information, so check that out. And if you like this video, do us a huge favor, give us an internet high five by liking it. If you have any questions or comments, you can go ahead and comment below. And for more awesome outdoor adventure videos, you can subscribe to the channel. And we just want to say thanks for watching Inspire to Go, making memories one adventure at a time.
And what is your next adventure?
And check out this video right at the end. YouTube's going to serve up another video that you might find interesting. In the meantime, make it a great day.